used for shooting practice for Barry. Hasn't really worked. Maybe let Steve have a go as well later in the season. Okay, in the matter, sir? Doctor pretend. Anything to say to the cameras up? Morning. I do work very hard, myself and Mini-Me, my assistant. Put in lots of hours, but it's worth it. Right, let's stick our head out here because earlier on today, just started getting stuff ready. Steve Keane in the distance there, marathon man. Just setting up his training session. Basic equipment for training during the day. We pump the footballs up to the same pressure as the match balls. A little bit tedious, but it has to be done. So, it's not really a job. Is there any? It's not as well paid as it could be. Yeah, it's done. Don't you think he looks like Kenny Everett?
Lichtvinsky, Marley, Davis and Malbronk making up the Fulham wall. It's a firmly struck left foot shot that cannons off Davis, I think. And Split have the early goal and the away goal, more importantly, that they craved. Uyeba Morte. Inside to Steve Malbronk, lovely ball through to Facundo Sava, and it's going to fall for Marley. Fulham back on level terms on 20 minutes. 2-1 ahead on aggregate. Typical Malbronk ball, and easy for Steve Marley. Facundo Sava also involved. It's 1-1. Sarevic with the corner for Hajduk Split. And it's a free header. Scorer was Vecic, the number 7. Forward from Rufus Brevitt. Malbronk, lovely first time ball into the path of Steve Marley, who's brought down. Penalty kick for Fulham. And the Whites with an excellent chance to level things up on the night. And that record continues. Fine finish from the young Frenchman, who has to take that spot kick again. Nerve jangling stuff just before the break here at Loftus Road. Steve Malbronk ordered to take the spot kick again, which he does so. Wastes no time, and it's 2-2. Another fine finish from the young Frenchman. No mistake. There's crossfield ball from Steve Malbronk. Rufus Brevitt's on the near touch line. Boa Morte cuts inside, feeds Steve Malbronk, who tries his luck from long range. Facundo Sava! And are we going to see the first sight of these famous masked celebrations? We are indeed. Facundo Sava's second Premiership goal for Fulham. Caps some excellent early pressure from the Whites. Boa Morte cutting inside, feeding Malbronk, and his long-range effort too much for Kylie. And there was Facundo Sava to fire home.
Well won by Legwinski, taken up by Sava. Here comes Malbronk. Davis, Brevitt. Rufus Brevitt, Sava let it go. Marley came in at the back, and Fulham lead. Steve Marley off the back of a dream international week, has brought his form home to Fulham. Brerett's delivery bounced uncomfortably. Savard couldn't connect. Marley could. And the Cottagers' excellent form away from the Cottage continues. Blanc couldn't read it, Barthez hadn't come, Silvestre got a bit of it, but Marley got the bit that counted. Beckham through to Giggs again, and maybe through to Solskjaer, and still only Solskjaer! What an extraordinary finish!
Oh, and Defoe, brilliant stuff from Jermaine Defoe. It's a penalty. West Ham given a penalty and a red card for Zat Knight. The last defender. Fulham down to 10 men and now facing a penalty. Jermaine Defoe with such quick feet there. And the two England under-21 colleagues coming to blows. Will Di Canio try one of his tricks? Di Canio. Simply joyous for Paolo Di Canio. And West Ham, as they did at the start of April, threaten to win away on Fulham soil.
Svensson under pressure, loses out to Lee Clark. Good shot, and the deflection takes it in. Well, would you believe it?
It doesn't look as if there's any danger. There you can see Svensson tries to really be too neat and nimble on the edge of the box, and that takes a wicked deflection. As you said, Van der Sar, such a presence, isn't it?
Here's Finnan. That's a great little layoff. Marley. Back it goes to Finnan. Oh, dangerous ball! They were absolutely asleep. And Malbronk has punished Southampton's sloppy defending with Fulham's second goal. What were they doing, though, in the Southampton rearguard?
But it's good build-up. There you can see Marley can't play it in the box because there's no one there. Finnan does brilliantly here, you know. He has Marsden around him, but once again, so much indecision. 4-2. They've done that fairly effectively, really limited Southampton.
Here's a possibility now. Was that handball? Yes. They're not going to get away with it a second time. What an eventful 25 minutes we're having. Huge presence in that Fulham goal, though. But he's beaten him. Fernandez. Far post PT. Brilliant Southampton goal, and they're level just before half-time. Good skill as well. And then a foul. Could well be a yellow card, I suspect. Gundogan's got away from his man here, and it's closed in by BT! The hat-trick, the first of his career, and Southampton from 2-0 down, lead 3-2. Brevin beaten by Fernandez. Oh, brilliant play by Fabrice Fernandez. 4 against 4 here. Marsden and over. 4-2. What a day for the Saints.
Free kick, hard driven, dangerous. They've been very solid defensively. Oh, now there's some pace here. Let's see if he can get all the way. Oh, now that has to be a booking. That surely has to be a booking for Polivarnic. The pace of Lewis Boa-Morte will always be a problem for defenders. If he'd been another 20 yards on, it would have definitely been a red. It is a red. It is a red. Well, I can't say I'm totally surprised.
Well, it was great pace by Barmorta in the first place, John. He slipped one defender and then he said, right, I'm just going to stick it past the next one and run you. He just pulled him down, and that's so cynical that I believe maybe it's justified a red card there.
That was a hint of danger, though, from the pace of Orlick. Let's see what happens now as Fulham bounce back to the other end with Boamorty. Feeling there might be a goal here any minute now, and this might just be it. Luis Boamorty, that went over the line. It's a goal for Fulham. They lead. Luis Boamorty's pace did the trick. Oh, he can do the handstands now. I said a goal was coming. I think I read it right. It's 1-0 Fulham.
And he's passed it there. He's followed the ball, and he's got the return ball in the end as Marley passed it out to Malbronk. It's that ball behind the defence and in front of the goalkeeper again. And it's, well, superbly taken. He's just taking it around the goalkeeper. It's on his right side, his left side, and Coutinho was left stranded. It's a super take from Luis Boamorty, and Fulham are deserved to be one up.
Finnan. Oh, lovely touch from Steve Finnan. Inamoto into the action straight on. Onside, Steve Miley. Surely 2-0 Fulham. And who knows, they could well be on their way into the next round of the UEFA Cup already.
Well, 10 men or no 10 men, it's awful defending again, really square. Marley gets in behind. Great first little bit of action for Junichi Inamoto. He's held on to the ball that fraction of a second longer, just waiting for it to happen. And there was one defender coming running out right at the last moment. It played Steve Marley onside. But of course, John, you've still got to finish. Open his body up lovely, beat the keeper quite easily, didn't he? Coutinho didn't really have any chance. Nice bit of composure, and well, they can wrap this up tonight now.
Yeah, well, that's going to be a wild time in the old town tonight. For those who are staying on. Oh, great hustling again from Legwinski, and it's gone through. Stolchers hails through the centre. Stolchers can make real ground here. Needs to find Barry Hales. That's it. It's 3-0, and Barry Hales has driven Fulham into what may well be an unassailable advantage in the UEFA Cup here in Zagreb. Perfectly laid on by Stolchers, perfectly finished by Hales. It's been a striker's dream, this match, and it's 3-0 Fulham.
Well, it's hopeless defending again. There's pace from Stolchers on the left-hand side as he's gone down. Now, this is the position he likes. He just made a hash of that first cross, but this one is laid on for Barry Hales, and you'd like one of them again. You'd be scoring 40 a season, wouldn't you? But it's a lovely one for Barry. Good luck to Barry Hales. Well-played Stolchers coming on, and it's fast turning into a perfect away performance.
Man United's fortuitous draw, Di Canio's penalty in the dying minutes, throwing away a 2-0 lead at St Mary's. Away from Europe, October had been a frustrating month for Fulham, and in the opening game of November it seemed as though the misfortune was still lingering.